Hello from my heart,
Blog
everybody.
Talk Radio.
Well, hello from my heart, everybody. Welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio. We have another great show and another great guest here, my very good friend, Sylvianne Tuggle. Actually, Reverend Sylvianne Tuggle.
But that's okay. I don't care about titles.
Yes, that's right. And Reverend Sylvianne, or actually Sylvianne, I shall just call you Sylvianne.
I think that would be fine.
Sure.
My family does it all the time.
That's all right. I don't mind calling you that either.
And I answer.
That's good. I'm glad that you answer, especially tonight.
Mom told me that for 5 years. No, okay.
Well, Sylvianne is also owner and host of Veganist Over Doubt Radio, as well as Tampa Bay's Best Kept Secret.
And you know what? It's true. Nobody knows who I am. I am Tampa Bay's Best Kept Secret.
Yeah, but not for long.
I
You're
hope
on.
not.
You're on Blog Talk Radio now too.
I am. I'm getting ready to start my days. I just signed up for my account. I've been learning from Jeremy for Soul Talk how to do it, and so I'm on Veganist Over Doubt Radio on Soul Talk, and I'll be doing my own 30-minute shows during the week too. Once I get a schedule up and get people to interview and on-the-job training and everything else. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
You've been on the air now for over a year.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
I
Thanks
know.
to you and El Carrier. I'm telling you, you guys introduced me to radio, and now I just cannot be quiet.
Well, that's good. It works. Well,
Yes. And we have Sylvianne's cousin Stacy here too.
Stacy's in the house.
Hello, Stacy's in the house. Hello. Stacy, I'm gonna see if Stacy's headset works a little bit better.
There's 2 other ones down here. They're not. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. Oh, this one's a pink one. No wonder. Okay. Well, that certainly helps. Okay. We'll do it again. Let's try. Can you? Well, actually, there's no music playing, so I'm gonna have to play a little music just to see if we're gonna do a little test here, folks.
I love this. I love live radio.
Me too.
I always have.
Can you hear it? No? Oh boy. Well, that was Emerson, Lake and Palmer, in case everybody was wondering, from the beginning.
Oh, crickety crack, like spinning in a row, like. Stacy's the healer, she's an empath, so she feels things.
Oh wow!
Through her body and then what's going on through her emotions. So she's also learning to be a DNA healer.
Oh wow!
Which is kind of cool. She's got all kinds of things in her belt. Witchy woman, witchy woman.
Yes. Ooh, witchy woman.
I know. You and me both, sister.
I'm a Hannah Brown kind of girl.
Okay, now you can talk.
I can hear you now. So we're going to be talking about healing, but and I kind of wanted to ask Sylvianne how she became a radio show host, because you were a single mom, you had a lot to juggle, and then what was your transition to transformation? What made you want to be in radio?
That is so funny that you asked me that, because at the time that I had met Vicki Lynn for B109FM.com is where I got my start. I I had just sold my house. My kid had just turned about 18, going on 19, my youngest one. And Jeremy McDonald, who does Soul Talk, got a radio show with Vicki at V109 FM. She had did her first show, and I was just so jealous because I really wanted to be on. I want to be on your show too. That she brought me over there, and it was just I loved it. I loved being in the studio. I loved being with Jeremy. I loved being with Vicki. And Vicki says, "You want to learn how to become a radio announcer or show host?" Yeah, I do. I think that would be great. And so she did. And we used to do the morning shows on V109 FM. We had a nice studio out in Clearwater. It was cool. I had a nice...
I remember it.
Yeah. I had a nice transition. It was good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it, too. So I figured it's been over a year. It's time to bring it back.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it on internet radio, we'll just do blog talks.
Yeah, blog talk is pretty cool. And we also, we do... syndicated stuff. We send it over to Vicki Lynn, who also gave me my start and tremendous help because I couldn't figure out the equipment to save my life.
She's good.
Yeah,
She's good.
Vicki's great. So check out V109 FM too.
.com. Hey, I don't know why she didn't have me sing that in the first place.
Exactly.
I do voiceovers very well.
Yes, you do. And I just have to say I'm very honored and thankful to have all my friends with me here tonight. We're having a little soiree here, and we're enjoying ourselves, enjoying each other's company. And later on we'll have Reverend Fifi on. We're all going to talk about health and, in a serious condition, too, called Candida. So, actually, Candida albicans.
Say that again?
Candida albicans.
When did Candida get a last name? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, me too. Every time I think of Candida, I think of that old Candida, we can make it together.
It's like, my God, how do they know?
I know.
That's an internal type of thing.
Exactly. But I tell you, Tony Orlando and Dawn, every time I think of Candida albicans, I think of that song,
Do you have it downloaded?
I wish I did. If I knew we were going to talk about this.
I know, maybe next time.
Maybe
Part
next
2.
time. Part 2.
Yeah.
That's
Candida,
right.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Get Tony Orlando and Dawn. That's so funny. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Hey, it's the fungal infection hour.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Who got the cootie?
Who got the cootie? Well, truth be told, we all have it in our system, but it overgrows when we eat too much sugar. And guess what? Sugar is in the meats, in our meats. Sugar is in a lot of our frozen foods that we don't even know. We think we're eating healthy by eating veggies and fresh meat. Well, supposedly fresh meats, even though when you look at it, it kind of looks like a rainbow, almost like an opal, with all the crap that's in there.
It's like, how long have you been out?
Yeah.
It's like that's when you take your pendulum out and say, is this good for me, yes or no?
Yeah.
See what spirits have to say, because they'll save you from that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's just amazing, like, how much crap we eat, that we don't even know is crap. Because it's really, it's just crap.
That's true, and it's not going to happen. I don't know if they can hear me.
If you got crap in it when it's on the ground. What the hell is that?
Exactly.
That's right.
That's right.
My goodness.
That was Reverend Fifi. Say hello, Reverend Fifi.
Hey now.
Yes, Reverend Fifi. She can tell us a lot about Candida albicans. I know I've been suffering from it for over 7 years, and I got rid of it, but I kind of went back to eating stuff that I wasn't supposed to eat, aka crap. So I had gotten a reoccurrence of it, and now I'm taking charge by, taking probiotics. There's a strong one called Keybiotics, and it's not cheap, but it works. And even if you eat sweets, which I shouldn't encourage people to eat sweets, but even if you eat sweets, this probiotic is supposed to get rid of it. But
Oh, that's good.
yeah, but it's never good to eat sweets because it just makes the candida overgrow anyway. But if you do, take a good strong
So the more
probiotic.
sugar you eat, the more it grows?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, and what happens when it grows inside of you? What happens?
I can tell you personally, I've been diagnosed with relapse remitting multiple sclerosis, major depression, prediabetes, fatty liver, hyperlipidemia, hypothyroid, actually Hashimoto's thyroiditis. All of these diseases all have one thing in common: Candida albicans, and it way overgrew. And the first time that I had it really bad, I went to a colon therapist on Long Island, and she told me that if I kept on eating the way I did and the way I was going, that I would be dead in 5 years.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
It is scary. So that really taught me to straighten up and fly right. So I basically changed my diet, at least for a long, for a while I did, and then I kind of went back to my eating habits. But when I did change, it was much better.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
When you went back to your bad eating habits, is it at that time that you became into a depression again?
Yes.
Do you find that kind of self-sabotage and emotion is where your vibration is and your frequency
Oh,
is?
yeah. Big time. It's like sometimes I'll be eating a lot of food, and, I would be, not only did I have all these things going on with me, but I had food allergies, like milk, wheat, peanuts, soy. I was eating all that stuff that I didn't know was making me sick.
Oh, not knowing is a pain in the ass.
Yes, it is. So, that's putting it mildly. So on top of that, it really messed me up, and
Sure.
Between the emotional eating, the allergies, the what else messed me up? There was a whole bunch of stuff.
Sugar.
Yeah, and just dealing with with the emotions of things that I wasn't dealing with, or feeling the need to be safe.
Right.
Because I kept moving from one place to another, and there was things that happened to me, previously that are, traumatizing, which a lot of people go through trauma, but,
sure.
There's things like that always set us off balance. But,
right.
Right.
I'm glad to see you're back in balance.
Thanks.
You really look good.
Thank you.
You look like you've lost weight. You really do look a lot healthier.
Thank you.
Rosy in your cheek, and you're laughing. I love to hear that.
Thank you. Yeah, 26 pounds down. I got way more to go, but that's okay. I'm just happy.
Great start. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
next.
You're next.
Don't tell anybody, though.
No, I won't.
No,
Quiet, everybody. For the 33,000 listeners that are listening.
Please don't know that I'm getting ready to lose weight. Because if I don't, I'm going to feel bad.
That's okay. It's all a journey.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's an experience, but, once you experience something like Candida, you really don't have to experience it again if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Just by your eating.
Oh, yeah.
It's just eating that corrects it, correct? And
eating, and also...
What about flushes and stuff?
Oh, yeah, probiotics. Actually, you want to chime in? Okay.
Oh.
Well, I drink a lot of coconut juice, unsweetened.
Uh-huh.
It can't have sugar in it, and it just clears you out. One thing I recently did was I took like 4 tablespoons of coconut oil, and I laid on my right side just like you told me, and sure enough, I was clearing out. With it wasn't terrible die-off symptoms. They call, like, when you're clearing yourself out. Sometimes you get die-off symptoms like headaches, or you feel like you're catching a cold.
Okay.
Or you get a rash.
A fever.
A fever. Yeah. Achy. Shakes. You want to share anything with us, Miss Stacy?
Not really. I'm just to get comfortable.
Oh, okay.
She's just enjoying the show too.
That's good.
Don't have that on live.
So talk about internal cleansing. Here we go.
Toilet. Leave the door open so we can hear. No.
Oh, no. Wait, I'm bringing the microphone in there.
I don't know why I think of things like that. I just go, oh, that's so funny.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
did not mean that at all. You
Oh, I know.
that.
I know. But you noticed Stacy locked the door, right?
She did. Click.
You know, I'm normally straight-laced, but I have to let my hair down tonight.
You have to, because you're at Sylvianne's house.
That's right.
You know, when you come here, you have to be cool. You have to be calm and collective and feel the love, because God wouldn't want to have His Holy Spirit anywhere else.
That's right.
Why else? Why waste it on people who are not going to appreciate it? But when we come together and we talk about God and our God connection and have that energy going, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And I try to take it with me wherever I go. And that's why I want to do interviews, because I want to interview people, and I want them to feel my love that I have for them, and I want them to be able to tell their stories and tell their truths and what it is that they have to say to the world. We all have a voice.
Yeah.
I want people to use it.
Yep, me too. And it's, you know, it was so nice being at that station near 66th Street, and just, you know, being able to express our truth and just feeling that oneness, just being able to not necessarily vent, but just release a lot of the things.
It's called conversation.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a medicine man in this world who won't sit around with his friends and talk about people and their illnesses and how they can help them. You know, and that's what we do when we tell our truths to each other. And I've always been raised to do that. My mother, she loved homeopathic alternative medicine. And I remember being little, sitting in the middle of the floor playing with my toys, and she would be reading something like salt and how bad it was for you, or she'd just read out loud. It got me entertained, and I've always loved alternative medicine, and so the health and everything else. She wanted to be a chiropractor when she was a kid. You know, back in the 50s, they didn't allow girls to go become doctors.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
She wanted to be a chiropractor on top of that.
Wow, and that was like unheard of back then, I'm sure, because everything was mainstream medicine, and you know, not a whole lot of homeopathic or holistic medicines back then.
Right. Only what Grandma gave you on the farm.
Yeah.
You know, and that sometimes that was the best medicine, is the stuff that Grandma knew from her herb garden. You know, so anyway, yeah, Mom wanted to be a chiropractor. She wound up getting married at 16, so that didn't happen. But it doesn't mean the love of nature didn't spill through. With she loved buying cookbooks too.
Oh yeah.
I've got a habit of that too. I will pick up a good book at a yard sale or at the Goodwill for 10 cents.
Yeah.
And I will read them. I never make them, but I will read them from back to front. I don't know why it is that way, but Mama did it the same way, back to front. And then when I would just try to figure out what was going on in my kitchen, I'd just throw something together. I'm a good cook.
I know you are. I've tasted your cook.
It's just amazing the things that I grew up and I learned. And so those are the things that I want to bring on my radio too.
Oh, yeah.
I do recipes.
Yeah.
I want to do that girly Martha Stewart stuff. I do, because it's fun. And women, they like speaking the truth. Men, they love talking about recipes.
Yeah.
So you can get a bunch of men together and talk about their favorite recipes too, because men cook.
Oh,
I raised my 4 boys in the kitchen. Every other week, somebody had the kitchen to do for the chores.
Oh,
One had the living room, one had the bathroom and hallway, one had the dining room, the other one had the kitchen. That was the 4 boys, and every week they switched turns. Anybody who was helping me in my kitchen, I did just like my mom did, and I had them cut up the food, teach them how to cut an onion up and help prepare, and then I made them help me cook dinner.
Yeah.
This way they can learn how to cook dinner. All my boys are fabulous cooks, each and every one of them. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I don't know where this is coming from, but there you go.
Hey, that's definitely from the heart.
It truly
definitely
is.
From the heart.
It's the story, it's the truth, and it's what happened, and I guess that just shows you what kind of a mama I was.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was a good mama.
Yeah.
I loved them. I sure did make some mistakes, though.
Hey, we all
and,
do.
You know, sometimes that's going to come out, too. Sometimes I'm going to be in a mood because just like anybody else, I'm human, and I might get in a mood to where I feel nostalgic. Really?
Let's define nostalgic.
You know? And so I will come out tomorrow. Oh, that's funny. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Nostalgia and things that you have to heal. You know, sometimes you come across a thought or a feeling and you don't know where that came from for a long time, or you didn't think about that for a long time, and then now here you are, you're stuck in your pain. You're stuck in your pain body again because you just remembered a past thought that hurt you.
Yeah.
Or that you thought that you've released and really haven't. And really, really haven't. Really, because the way you feel, when you need to release, breathe deeply and go. And there are times to where people just need somebody to tell the truth to heal.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I want Be Goodness Over Doubt to be, is a place where you can speak and let's get this shit out in the open and figure out what's going on and let's laugh. Let's feel better together.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let this go, or let's figure out what has to be said or done. You know, if it's through Reiki healing, who knows how you're going to get your healing when you come on my show, but something's going to happen. I can guarantee you the Holy Spirit's going to be here. If nothing, we'll just have fun.
That's right. We always have fun.
If we don't heal, we'll have fun.
Yeah, and nothing's scripted, but everything always turns out perfect on your show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good. That's nice.
Yeah. It's nice not to be scripted. It took me a long time not to be scripted.
Right.
But, you know, I followed, you know, I like what you do. I like what what Elle does for her show, Shift Happens Radio Show, too.
Yes,
and
I've been on her show before.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a pleasure and an honor to be in the studio with you both.
Yeah, I'm sorry I can't. No, I'm not. I hope that you enjoy being unscripted.
I do.
I hope channeling whatever's coming from your heart, whether it comes from spirit or if it comes from you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's being said, as long as there's a loving, kind message or something healing to go behind it. It's going to transform the world.
Yeah.
One person at a time, baby.
That's
One person at a time.
That's all it takes.
Uh-huh. And then you're lucky if 10 people hear you at the same time and say, yeah. And then it's 10 people at a time.
You remember that old Fabergé Organics commercial?
Uh-huh.
They told a friend, and they told a friend, and so on, and so on.
Exactly, just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know that if you listen to me at Be Goodness Over Doubt Radio, this is what you're going to hear.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yep.
I can't tell you who's going to come on my show. I never know. I never know. Sometimes there's a stranger. There's this woman that I met at an event when I was doing petitioning for medical marijuana, and her name is Reverend something or another. Hold on, let's see if it's on here.
Sure.
She does frumples.
Frumples?
Jägermeister.
No, well, you call out shots all you want. But frumples are little clay people pens or pendants, and she makes little faces out of them. This woman from another country makes faces out of them. Yes, out of a certain clay. And this woman, she was out on the street with her son, if I remember the story correctly. She was out on the street with her son in South America, and all she had in front of her was this clay. It had been raining for days, and she was only in a tent in the jungle with her son, and so she prayed, and she didn't know what to do. But after she formed these little frumply faces, she laid them out in the sun to dry, and then automatically they became these pendants.
Oh, wow.
So these little pendants are little charms that you hang from your neck. The amazing thing about these frumples is that, have you done the testing with the arm? What is that called again?
Oh, I know, the energy testing.
The energy testing.
Yes.
So you do the energy testing. You're strong the first time. The second time she has you hold a frumple, and you stay strong the next time. So it balances the energies.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Really wonderful.
That's neat stuff.
All I can tell you is the Frumple Factory go to purples.com. I'm going to have to call her to find out her name again and ask her to be on the radio. But I told her that I would tell people about her because I thought it was so cool. You know, It's just like that. I'm not asking any money. I just think that's cool. Go. I don't care if I'm a commercial for somebody, as long as it works and it's godly and it's healing. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. If it makes somebody smile, feel warm-hearted, it's all worth it.
Balance your ass out.
Yeah.
I like when my ass is balanced out.
Me too. Oh, no, that's yours.
Okay.
We have a caller. So I'm going to
Wonderful.
put our caller on the last 4 digits, 5478. I'm going to put your mic on. Welcome to the show. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, how are you?
Ah,
it's Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
By the way,
how's it going?
By the way, it's called kinesiology.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank
you. And Jeremy is host of Soul Talk, and Soul Talk is on Saturdays. Am I correct?
Pretty much most of the time Saturdays, so that I don't have a set schedule for it. So
Oh, okay.
I do it when I feel like it.
Well, hey.
brother.
Yeah. Well, at least all your shows can be archived, and you're also on Blog Talk Radio.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of being on Blog Talk is we can do whatever we want. Yeah, I even heard Miss Sylvianne curse a few minutes ago.
I didn't say a fucking thing.
Oh, please.
But the thing is, you have to be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just, all the time you have to be yourself, but you have to be loving. Jeremy, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity for being on Be Goodness Over Radio on Soul Talk.
You're most welcome. It's all about sharing. It's all about community. I was actually just having a wonderful Skype meeting today with my friend Rashmi in London today, and she was asking me, what's the new level of what we're going to do to be able to, get the message out there. And my true feeling is this, is that it's about sharing, and some people call it the sharing model. I'm calling it the empowerment model, because if I spend time lifting people up, then they're going to lift me up, and then we're just going to build a community of lifting each other up and just enjoying each other's space. And so it's really, why wouldn't I want to help Susan or Sylvianne be as successful as possible? There's no reason why I wouldn't, because the more successful they are, the more successful I am, and that's really where we're at. So.
I totally agree. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Who doesn't want to hang out with us? We're just so cool.
I know.
Well, then I'm kind of cute.
I'm kind of cute too. We're all kind of cute. Susan's kind of cute.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're kind of cute, and we like to talk to each other. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful life. I've really been doing a lot of soul searching, and most of all, I just pray to have people who love me around. Let's make it easy. Let's not have any false people. You have to call it forth, though. Do you do that? Do you know how to call forth people?
I just put out the energy that, the right people are going to just come to me.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy said something really cool. He said that his favorite animal is an alligator, because alligators don't have to look for food. Their food comes to them. So that's
amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that you don't, work or anything, but it's, but I mean, you do what you can, and then, you just kind of put out the vibes,
That's true. You do have to work towards what your intentions are. I mean, you have to do that.
Yes.
But you can't call it forth.
Yeah.
To make it easy.
Yeah.
What do we say, Jeremy? Divine timing and my divine plan and divine order?
My divine plan is manifesting right now in divine timing and divine order. Make it easy.
Yeah,
make it easy.
Yeah.
Whoever told us it had to be hard was mistaken.
Yeah.
We make it hard. Now here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with it being hard. I was just having a good conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and here's the deal. in metaphysics, we always look at somebody and say you're in your story.
Sorry.
And the reality is that we all are in our story, but how do you want to play your story? Do you want to have it to be a fun story, or do you want it to have be a miserable story? So it's your choice.
Right.
So
That's true. I mean, sometimes your story starts out miserably, but then you always have the power to change it and make it better.
absolutely.
You know, it's not where you came from, it's where you're going to that counts.
Yes. Very much
Yeah.
so.
We're just having fun in the background.
Who is that laughing in the background? 'Cause that's not Sylvianne's laugh. It sounds like Stacy's laugh. Yeah.
It is.
That's what I was thinking.
She's laughing in the background. Now ask her what she's laughing about.
I'm bad.
Probably something you're.
Can I not
Probably
celebrate
something you're
that?
doing. What are you doing, Sylvianne?
I'm really, it's the first time I'm sitting here being a good little girl doing a play, and it just shows. in the background going nuts.
It's coming out.
It's coming out. She's doing healing. Whenever she comes over here, she really, she moves her body and she releases a lot of emotions and stuff, so she's happy now.
That's not in the script.
That's not in the script.
It's in my script. It's my house.
That's our prescription for happiness.
Yeah, laugh while you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to laugh too.
Laughing is fun.
I do too. I like laughing. I think it's all about healing too. You heal with laughter.
That's right. Oh my God, talk about laughter. Has anybody ever seen that show on Comedy Central, Workaholics?
No.
Oh my God.
A couple of them, they were like,
They were. I was laughing so hard. Tears were coming down my face. Me and my mom were just cracking up. We watched like 4 episodes in a row, and we just couldn't stop laughing. It was like one of my favorite memories of me and my mom just hanging out.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I remember the first time my dad and I had watched a movie called Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh,
And
yeah.
1930s, black and white, Cary Grant
Oh.
movie. And oh my God, every time Cary Grant made a face, my daddy would giggle. I've never heard my dad. I mean, he laughed, ha ha ha, but he just giggled and belly rolled, and tears started coming out of his eyes, and I realized, you know what? You wait a lifetime to see a parent to do that, you know, and you hope that they do it more often. But with me and my dad and the way things were at home, it was that was the bonding moment for me when we laughed together.
Yeah. That's a great memory.
Yeah, I'm sure you
You
and
know,
Lori
Sylvianne,
laughed a lot.
Sylvianne, it's hard to hear you because whoever's talking in the background, I can't hear. Sorry.
Okay. I will go
I'm
take
just,
care
you
of
know.
it right now.
Yes. Well, I think Stacy fell asleep. She's laughing.
She laughed herself to sleep.
She laughed herself to sleep. So Jeremy, you have an event coming up in May that Sylvianne's actually a publicist for you, and she's going to be helping you along with this. Can you let everybody out there know about your event coming up?
Absolutely. It's called Celebrating Infinite Oneness, and that's going to be actually, the website should be out shortly, but anybody that wants to know anything about it can email me on Facebook. You can find me at Jeremy E. McDonald. You can email me at jmcdonald1974@gmail.com, and it's on May 17th, and we've got healers from around the country and possibly even internationally coming in. And we're going to be at Sacred Lands in St. Petersburg. And for those of you that are local, a lot of you know where Sacred Lands is and the energy there, and it's profound. It's absolutely wonderful there. And it's where I'm going to mispronounce this, I believe, the Tocobogo Indians used to live 1,000 years ago. And,
I've been
so,
there. Yeah.
Absolutely, and you could just feel the place resonate. And on top of that, Eric, the owner, his family has a history there, and that whole area was built by his family, all based on love. So not only do you have the energy of the Indians and the sacredness of it, but you also have the energy of his father and the love that he had for his mother and the reasons why he built the property the way he did. So everything is just building. The momentum is absolutely fantastic as far as how everything is unfolding. So it is something that if you hear the call or you feel the call, if you are not in Florida or if you're in Florida, come on down, because honor that call. I've been to a gathering like this before out in the Navajo land in Arizona, and that was life-changing. People had shifts of healings that took place, and this is the kind of idea that we're having here. And this is a movement, a grassroots movement that we want to have grow beyond that, beyond sacred lands, and go out into other parts of the country or the world, where we're going to. The idea is so we can bring healing to everybody, and so we're going to have. It's going to be a great event, and on top of that, I have events going on all weekend. So the people that are coming out from out of town, not only are you going to have the one-day weekend at Sacred Lands, but we're going to have a picnic and a gathering at one of the temple mounds up in Felipe Park, up in Safety Harbor. And then later on that night, going to the Treasure Island Drumming Circle. And on Friday night, we're working on potentially having a meet and greet for the speakers and the healers that everybody can go to and just enjoy the space with the people that are putting this together. So it's something that I'm really just excited to have people there and just experience this healing and the love that's being put into it. So, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit excited about it.
I'm going.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, can't wait for that. It's very. It sounds like a very nice metaphysical gathering. For a couple of days, and it's going to be really cool.
Absolutely.
So I'm really happy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Right.
Me neither.
Thanks, guys. Absolutely. I guess I'm going to get off here so you guys can have your show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you can stay on as long as you want. It's up to you. Just holler. You can stay on if you wish, or if you have other things to do. I understand totally. We understand totally.
No, I'm just sitting here. I was calling in. I saw you guys. We're going to be on, and of course, anytime I can pick on Snuggle Tuggle a little bit, it's a good time for me. So.
I don't mind that at all. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Snuggle time. I was thinking about doing another show called Facebook News. It's news to me.
That's cute. I like that.
And then I go on Facebook and there's this man who's a medical medium, and he tells you about all these herbs and spices and things that are good for the body. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like, I didn't know that. There's a lot of things like, oh, I didn't know that. And the conspiracy theories, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's all kind of information you can get on Facebook. It's cool.
It is cool. Yeah, there's just so much to learn, and there's so many different teachers to share the news. So like Reverend Sylvianne and Reverend Jeremy,
right? And
Elle from Shift Happens Radio, especially to her too, and
Jeremy, who's all going to be the speakers?
It's going to be myself, Elena Jones, Virginia Drake, Reverend Sheila from Harmony Church in Tampa, and Will Kingsley, which you all are going to just love him. And all the speakers are going to be dynamic, and I'm just excited about the energy. But I mean, Will is a former speaker and a powerful speaker that I knew in corporate America, but the spiritual energy off of him just radiates. And so all five of the speakers is going to be the same. So I'm just pumped that you guys are going to get to experience it. And then there's going to be my friend Michael Kellerman is going to be there doing healings, awesome. And he just did a session with me today. And if you all get a chance to go on my Facebook, he is now downloading these writings, and
I've seen
he's
those.
Really just he's literally just downloading a vibration or a message and laying it on top of you, and you can feel the vibration literally start to trickle down and merge with your essence, and it's very powerful. Of course, my friend Jerry Dakota Wolf is going to be there, and
nice.
Then Psychic Andrea and Psychics of the City is now a vendor.
Nice.
We just got that all taken care of on Monday, and so it's there's just so many people that are stepping forward and being a part of it, and that's really what it's about. It's about community. So anybody that is wanting to be a vendor, definitely come forward to talk to me about it, because myself or Elena Jones or Sylvianne, because the spots are actually filling up pretty fast. So
I think that's amazing.
That is.
And when it's easy and in the flow, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
That is awesome.
Absolutely.
What a great lineup of people. This is going to be a tremendous, tremendous event. The energy, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. And I hope that everybody comes. It's only $20, May 17th. It's from 10 until 6 or 10 until 4?
It's from 10 until 6. Oh, I forgot to say that Robert Austin plays Tibetan Singing Bowls. And he's going to be doing a Tibetan Singing Bowls concert, and then my friend Leah Clark is doing the ending concert, and she's the director of music at the Tampa Unity, and so it's really exciting. The energy that's coming in, and I'm not even done inviting people, so I haven't even really actually gotten started. I mean, it's just
the beginning of awesomeness.
When Elena and I get finished, and Sylvia and I get finished, it's going to be tremendous. And let me take all the names out of there. It's not Elena, Sylvia, and Jeremy. When the universe gets done,
right, it's
going to be powerful. Because, I'll tell you something. For those that are close to me, they know that about my mother. Well, this week I had a huge spiritual healing, and as a result of my mother, Sylvia, and then today Virginia was in her office and her picture fell 4 times.
Oh,
which
wow!
Which is the indication that my mother's in the room. She does that all the time to talk to Virginia.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so and what the shift was, Sylvianne, and I wanted to share this with you because my mother was near and dear to you. Is that she came to me, and do you remember? Were you at the hospice house when she was there? Yes, you were.
Yes, I was.
Well, later on that night, when I went back, I started crying, and Marcia had her hands underneath my mother's head.
Yes.
And Marcia grabbed my hand and said, "Jeremy, your mother's always going to be there. Isn't that right, Lori?" And my mother said she could barely get it out, but she said, "Yes, I'll always be there for my son." So then, as of this week, I had a dream about my friend Marcia comes to me and says, "Jeremy, I've gotten to know somebody that books people at the Palladium in downtown St. Pete, and they're giving it to us for free for 3 events, so no rent, and their staff." This is a dream, by the way.
Whoa.
And so,
I like it.
So then I'm talking to Virginia, and Virginia says, "Well, what does Marcia mean to you? Why is she significant?" And I remembered how she helped me and gave me that gift with my mother, just before the last words my mother said. So I'm sitting here just processing that, and I'm really just opening up, and then I say, I am a cosmic shaman, and then all of a sudden everything just opened up inside of me. My solar plexus burst open, and then Virginia says to me when that picture fell today, my mother kept on saying, "Tell him," and Virginia kept on saying, "Well, tell him what?" And what she was trying to say is she's trying to remind me she's here.
Wow.
And so. No, I hadn't forgotten. But obviously we go through life, and she reminds me she's here, because I don't know if you guys know, my mother is my spiritual partner for the Lamplight Group, but it's spirit, and so she's partially responsible for creating the gathering in Arizona because she predicted that in 2008.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I mean, there's just so now we're so that I just didn't I didn't mean to take over, but I wanted you guys to really experience that.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. That was amazing. You know, it's so true. When people cross over, they're just, you know, changing their energy vibrations. We don't die. We just transform.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
No, it was so funny you were talking about Marcia because I was thinking about her a few days ago and how she had taught me to put my hands under their head and how it comforts them during their passing. It's a Jinshin Jitsu move. And I remember holding your mama's head and she just knew that she was loved. All those healers that were around doing Reiki and holding her hands and rubbing her feet and doing their modality of healing. Who else could bring people like that together except for your mama? That's awesome. I love you, Lori. I know you hear me. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have her staff, and I have the anointed cloth that she wore when I had my ordination. She was lovely. You know, she's seen me. You know how the avatars, I see you.
Oh yeah.
She looked at me and she goes, I see you, Sylvianne.
Wow.
She goes, I know what kind of a healer you are. She goes, I know how powerful you are. She says, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
She's seen me before I seen myself. That was amazing. She's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
Great teacher. Great teacher. Her and Jesus right there.
Wow. I wish I would have met her. You know, if she's anything like Jeremy, Jeremy's an amazing person, just a beautiful.
Yep, she did that too.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
She did a good job.
She did.
She did.
I like it.
I didn't end up in jail or anything, so we're doing good.
You know,
But you know what? Everything. I'm saying that joking. Everybody has a path, so.
That's true.
You know, and so you know it's.
That's right. You can't be a snuggle tuggle, but you could be close.
Oh goodness gracious!
I like that snuggle tuggle. That's cute.
I know it was snuggle tuggle.
That's
you know,
really
Jeremy
cute.
called me that for the first time he had met me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
cool.
sweet.
I don't know how we came up with that. Did I just say that, or did you tell that to me?
No, you.
Okay. Okay, I can remember.
Yeah.
You are a snuggle tuggle, that's for dang sure.
I remember giving Jeremy his very first hug. That, you know, when you meet people.
My very first hug.
I'd
had hugs before.
But from me, you hadn't.
Oh,
snuggle tuggle. That was powerful, you know, and I've always known, and I didn't know until after I'd actually met Jeremy and was on my spiritual path of exactly what the heart chakra was for, you know, but I've always hugged people to open them up and give them that loving that push of, I love you, you know, but their soul feels it, I'm sure that they do, and it repels a lot of people who don't want to be hugged. Have you ever been around a person who goes, ew?
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, think about that, because getting close, they're so afraid to get affection, but they desperately want it.
Yes.
You know, I mean, here's what's crazy, that with what you resist persists.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah. That is true. So the more you resist my hugs, the more they're going to persist.
That's right.
I'm going to get you. I am. I'm going to get you.
Here comes the snuggle tuggle.
Oh, no.
So I think that Elena Jones, is she listening? Because she should call in.
I think she should call in. I don't know.
Hello, Elena. If you're listening.
Put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the number's right here on Facebook. Susan put it on here. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she can listen if she wants to. I hope she does.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love to hear her voice, because I've only met her through emails. on Facebook. What's that?
I'm trying to find my phone. Should I text her?
Yeah, go ahead and text her. So maybe what I'll do in the interim is I'll play a song. Are you going to stay with us, Jeremy? You're welcome to.
Yeah, I'm hanging on for a while. I'm just
good.
relaxing.
Okay. Excellent. I'm going to play like a really lucid song. It's called From the Beginning. I played a little bit of it before, and it's by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. So I'm just going to...
We'll be back after these messages.
Yes. So let's see. So far I see the... Oh, there we go. Here we are. Okay, folks. So thanks for hanging in there with us. And Jeremy, you hang on too. I'm just going to mute the mics. And I'm going to play From the Beginning by Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Okay.
Lying in bed, I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here. From the beginning. Not been so cruel, not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done, I just can't recall. It doesn't matter at all. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here. From the beginning.
Hey, welcome back to Transitions to Transformation Radio Show. This is your host, Reverend Sue. And I also have on the line Reverend Jeremy McDonald, host of Soul Talk and author of the book, Peace Be Still. So, hey, Jeremy, do you want to talk about your book a little bit?
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's actually my path to finding peace, and I give the steps and what I did to find inner peace within myself and the healing techniques that I did to do that. So it's basically like a handbook guide to what I did, and with the hopes that helps other people. And so that's what.
Yeah, that's a wonderful book. You know, I actually have a copy of it. It has like the older cover on it, which I absolutely love. You know, it has like a tree with beautiful flowering buds on it. So I just absolutely love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. There's only like 2 of those left. I only have 2 of them left, and then we're done with that. And whoever has them has them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So going forward will be the new cover.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be great.
So I mean that is actually very interesting how that happened. It just kind of flowed together, and I wrote that book, in 2011, the fall of 2011, and finished it in January of 2012. And it just kind of flowed out of me. And that's if there's people out there that want to write a book, that's really what happens. Is it just when the time is right, your fingers hit the keyboard or the pad that you're writing with, and you just start writing. And you don't have to worry about anything else, and you just do it. And I'm pretty sure Elena's listening now. I know that's how Elena wrote her book, The 7 Simple Steps of manifesting your world, and so are creating 7 simple steps of creating my intentions. And so that's how she did it. And most authors, and Sue, I know you've interviewed several authors, they say the same thing. It really comes down to letting go and just letting it happen.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's amazing. I would absolutely love to read Elena's book too. So that's wonderful. So Miss Sylvianne is back. She is here, and
Texting?
She's texting. So, do you think you'll be doing some tarot card readings or anything tonight?
I would love to.
Cool.
Who wants one? Roland.
I do.
Hey, Roland.
Give him a number.
Jeremy wants one.
I do.
I'll give him 2.
She says she's going to give you 2. You have a special
good.
preference.
See what you've made me?
So,
awesome.
Yeah, this
All
is
right.
awesome. So, do you need some music to get yourself into the zone?
What do you have in mind?
Well, I got lots of goodies. I have. Let's see. I'm going to try something mystical.
Witchy woman? That's not going to fly.
No. Yeah. The witch would fly, but not the song, maybe. I don't know. Well, let me see. Well, we have Metaphysically Speaking by Joe Giglio. He has a CD out called Sometime After 11, and he explained to me that he kept seeing 11:11 all the time, so that's why he came up with that title. So I thought that was the coolest thing. And this is I'll just put an instrumental on, and it's really cool. It'll kind of get everybody into a lucid kind of metaphysical mood. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm still texting.
She's still texting, but I'm going to put the music on to get her into the zone.
How do you spell if? No.
I was going to type to him like, Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this music on. Everybody can just kind of relax, light a candle or incense, and we'll be back in 3 minutes, 24 seconds.
listen to this.
That is just absolutely beautiful. That is my friend Joe Giulio, and he helped produce 4 of my songs.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the song's still going. I forgot it had a nice lucid ending. You hear the water, yeah.
Uh-huh. Are you talking over it, or is it already muted?
I'm kind of talking over it right now by accident.
Is it muted?
No, I
know
muted it.
I know a good
That's
music
Jeremy.
producer, Sue.
You do?
Yeah, their
Oh.
name is Chase Garrett.
Oh, yes. Oh, Chase. Funny you should say that, because I emailed Chase last night about doing production for some future songs that I have, but she's moving and she's got a lot going on, so.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. So I definitely had the sense that Chase would be doing that. So, yeah. That's funny you should say that, because I just emailed her last night, actually. So you got that psychic mojo going on, or that mediumship mojo going on, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
Is the music gone?
It's gone, yeah.
Did I miss it? Okay,
Yes.
I texted her. Hopefully she'll get it and she'll call in.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to hear her voice, because, I only
I gotta go
email.
get my cards.
Oh, sure. Yes. So, I guess Sylvianne got into the zone listening to the music, so. I know I did. And Joe Giulio, he's got a few CDs out. He's got Cat and Flea Soup. His daughter had a dream about Cat and Flea Soup, and sure enough, he named his album Cat and Flea Soup, and he's got, really great guitar solos and really great music on there. Kind of sounds like Santana in some of them. And he also has Sometime After 11, which, of course, metaphysically speaking, is on there. So, he's very, very talented, a very sweet soul, and, I'll be playing more of his music. And,
awesome.
Yeah. So,
I got my card.
Okay, Sylvianne has got her card.
Can you hear me from here, or do I have to get closer to the mic?
I am excited.
Jeremy is excited.
As you should be. Because this is an exciting day.
I was going to say something smart, but then I decided not to.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay, too.
Yeah.
I love you any day you come.
Aww.
I know it.
So sweet.
That's just awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. All right. Do you have a question in mind, Mr.?
I'm sending that question to you intuitively.
And God says, thank you, I got it. I didn't hear a thing. Now, normally when I do card readings, the person has to pick their own cards. Do you want to pick Jeremy's cards for him?
Sure. Do you want me to pick your cards out for you, Jeremy?
Absolutely, because I'm picking it anyways, and we're all one.
Yep, we sure are. Here, just hold the deck and pick one.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Pretty deck.
Thank you.
Here's
These
the
are
first.
my psychic tarot cards, the Oracle deck. Your current situation has to do with your third eye chakra. It's not upside down, so it doesn't mean that you have to pay attention to it. That means that the rest of the reading is going to be founded on your third eye chakra. Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Neat. So I'll just pick out another one? Okay.
We'll do 3.
We'll do 3? Okay.
Okay. Recognition and rewards card. It's upside down. It means to pay attention to this. It also has a red border, so it has to do with the emotional action state. Does that make sense? And there's a man. He's bowing in reverence with his hands on his knees, and the light of God is behind him. He's got this huge reward and medal on, and it just means to make sure that during the time, it reminds me of being humble. Okay, so you just want to be humble. Thank you. Did you get that, Jer?
Yeah, I just want to be humble.
Yep. He's good.
Yeah.
And the third card
Ooh.
is upside down, and it's positive movement forward. And so it's just pay attention to your steps, and everything's going to be fine. Do you want to get some details on this?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. We're gonna pick 3 more. Guess what? You're going to pick 3 more. This is the Wisdom of
Excellent.
Avalon card.
Oh, and there's one. The High Priestess.
The High Priestess
Uh-huh.
fell on the floor chair. I guess Mom is talking to you, or talking to yourself, or whatever.
Well, the fact that
it's
you said
prophecy and vision.
the fact that you said Jer is significant because you never call me Jer. The only person that calls me Jer is my mom.
That's true, isn't it? That's funny. Did you see how that just happened? I didn't even realize it. That's amazing. Your mom and your third eye, you know she's there talking to you, and you're being guided. That's
She
beautiful.
talks to me. You're my third eye.
Well.
Yep, and the second one on recognition and rewards is the owl card. It's wisdom and deception. You know which is happening, so make sure that you're aligned with what's happening around you. You know what you know what you know.
And I know what I know what I know.
And it's through communication. The last card is communication, the positive movement forward. So if you have honest communication on your path, you know it's going to work. It always does. You can't fail by telling the truth and having honest communication.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get some. Ooh, I got my sister's angel cards here too. Let's do those. Let's see which angel has to do with each step of the way. How's that? Stacey, you want to pick out his angel card?
Can I? I'd like to shuffle.
You want to shuffle? Okay. Boop. Elaine's not going to be able to call in. She's watching dinner with her honey.
Oh, well, that's
Aww.
I think it's
sweet. Yes.
Oh. Right off the top.
Only need 3.
Take the top 3.
Okay. The first one with your third eye and their high priestess on your path is leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others.
Woo!
And that's exactly what you're doing. That's just amazing. And
It is.
On the recognitions and rewards card with the details of the owl, which is deception and wisdom, comes the courage card with Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And isn't that what you're going to be doing?
Absolutely.
So, telling people how it is and what your truth is. That's beautiful. And on the positive movement forward card and the communications is angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So you don't have to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You're not alone, sweetheart. But of course you wouldn't be alone. Who are you going to lead? Yourself? Leadership.
Yeah.
If I was narcissistic, I might,
Yeah.
But
Yeah. How's your ego doing?
my ego's doing good. It's still the size of the state of Texas. But,
That's only a little
I just got everything. I just had to get everything in balance,
Yeah. That's the main thing. As long as you have everything in balance, that's what counts.
So can we create create like a blessing space here and send some healing out to people and stuff like that? What do you feel about that?
I feel great about that.
Yeah.
You want to send a healing out to everybody?
Because, I mean, the energy today is really profound, and so I want to connect to everybody that's here on the show, and I'm just going to open up my heart. And Sylvianne, connect with me, okay? And just picture like you and I are sitting across from the couch from each other, and then, Sue, you're right there, and then.
Do you want me to channel you?
Yeah, I want you. We're just all right there, and I've got my energy there with you. And Sue, I'm right now in your heart, so I'm actually opening it up. Okay. And just get really still if you can feel that.
Oh my God! I just felt my heart open up. My heart chakra.
There you go, because that's what we're doing. And now, Sue, I want you to set the intention that you're going to open up Stacy's heart. You're going to put your heart. You're going to project your mind or your thoughts and your intention to Stacy. You're going to open up Stacy's heart. All right. So Stacy, you get really quiet. All right, and still, and just feel this, and then Stacy sets her intention to open up Sylvianne's heart and open it up even more. Right. All right. Wow. So then Sylvianne, you're the conduit here. So we're gonna take your energy, and I want you to set the intention to connect with everybody that's listening. And so we're all a group here. We're all one. So it's really not Sylvianne doing it. It's everybody. It's all of us doing it. So now we're connected to everybody listening, and everybody out there listening, feel our energy in your heart, and we're just opening it up. And I just want you to say in your mind, peace be still, peace be still. And just feel it and just relaxing, and then it just goes out. Your energy just kind of goes out and just grows and manifests, and you just see your essence going everywhere and in flow with everything. And so there we go. You guys feel that?
Wow.
That's how we change this planet.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wow.
And we could do that anywhere.
Yeah.
At any time. Under any circumstances.
And this is something everybody can do.
Yes. That was
Absolutely.
beautiful.
That was. Thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome, because that was my mother. She was like, do it.
Just like that commercial for Nike. Just do it.
It's so funny.
Just do it.
You wanted to do that. I pulled the goddess card and the medicine woman, Ishel. You are a channel for divine healing power.
Whoa.
Wow.
Did you see that when I pulled it out at the time? We were just...
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, it is. Synchronicity is just amazing.
It is.
All right, who else wants a card reading?
Well, I haven't had one in a while. You want to do it for me? Yes, please.
Wait, you gotta take these two too.
Oh, cool. The 3 bottom ones, right? Yeah. Oh, these cards are beautiful. Yeah. So, now, how would you describe tarot readings, Jeremy?
How would I describe it?
Yeah.
Well, the tarot reading is interesting enough. The tarot deck back in the ancient Hebrew times was actually called the Book of Wisdom.
Oh, wow.
And so what happened is that they start putting these cards out there, and they start sharing wisdom of the soul or the universe or the energy that comes through them. And so if you read the cards, they actually literally lay down the way they're supposed to. They're a tool of energy of the cosmos to be able to speak with other people. And so if you do a normal Celtic cross, it actually spells it out and creates an actual language or a sentence or a story as a result of whatever you lay out. So, but I mean, the actual deck is built off of playing cards, and they have the different houses and then the major arcana. So I'm a little bit rusty on my facts. It's been a year since I've actually read tarot.
Yeah.
But you can use them. Actually, the major arcana, if you take that and you literally focus your eyes and on the major arcana in meditation, each one of them, you will feel shifts in your consciousness because it was created intentionally to help create shifts in your consciousness. And that's something that most people don't know. So.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that either. Is that why I'm interested in it? Have a drawing towards it?
Well, you're drawn there because your soul is taking you to tarot, and so you'll use that tool for as long as you need to. And if you use it for the rest of your life, that's wonderful. And if you don't, because one day you might wake up and hold that deck and go, I don't need this anymore. This is not a part of my paradigm, or my experience anymore. Just like anything else in life, though. And so, it's definitely there for a reason.
Yeah, it sure has helped me on my spiritual journey. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, and not because I always turned to it, because I always wanted to help people understand where they were at and what to do next. It was actually a healing tool for me to understand people and their personalities and try to understand what's happening at the time. Sorry, honey, I moved. Gary's taking pictures.
Oh, wow.
So your first card is Spiritual Strength. It is not upside down. It is facing you, meaning that is your
that's what gets.
Situation.
That's awesome.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Stacy. Stacy's heading out.
Good night.
Good night. Good to see you again. So.
Bye, Stacy.
Jeremy says goodbye, Stacy.
Good night.
Say good night.
Okay.
So now I am going to pick my second card.
Oh, you've got the upside down recognitions and rewards card too.
Oh, wow.
So in the stage of the game, be humble.
Yes.
And know that the rewards and recognitions is coming.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll still keep a level head.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll have to wear some men's shoes, but
just learn how to ground, connect, and balance.
That's it.
Right, Jer?
Got to ground, connect, and balance. Right, Jeremy?
I told her to
Oh, yeah. You got to be connected, grounded, and balanced.
Mm-hmm.
That's my third one.
Light.
Cool.
Now, why do you think that's upside down?
Because I need to work on it.
Do you really feel that?
Yeah. Since I've been doing this cleansing stuff, I've been clearing out a lot of things and getting a lot of very detailed dreams, stuff that I don't like to remember, or some dreams that are just not that pleasant. But most of my dreams are happy.
Are they nightmares?
Not really nightmares, but if you have a dream and you dream of a house, and each room means something. Like I had a dream of the basement, and it also has to do with clearing out. If your rooms are kind of dirty and all that stuff, it's an area where you need to work at. Right. But thankfully, all my rooms were clean. It's just I was there in the basement by myself, and
basements are scary.
They are.
Even in dreams, they're scary.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
I still have to do inner work that has to do with dealing with my shadow side.
Yeah.
Because my shadow side comes out sometimes, and even though I'm a happy-go-lucky person, sometimes I can be
a bitch.
A bitch, yeah.
You're a bitch.
So
isn't that funny how that happens to people? I can be a bitch too.
Hey, we all do.
I know.
We all have our goodness.
That's okay, because the more that we know our bitch, the more we can control our bitch.
That's right.
I don't know if you realize.
So know your inner bitch.
Know your inner bitch. Know the outer bitch too.
Yeah.
You gotta balance both of those bitches.
Yeah. It's true. So that card makes a lot of sense with the light. I mean,
upside down.
Yeah, because I do have the light within me, but I have to balance out my darkness with my light. And there's an old saying where if there's two wolves, there's a white wolf and there's a shadow wolf. Mm-hmm. Now, which one do you feed the most?
Yeah.
And that I always remind myself that.
Are you feeding the dark wolf?
Lately, a little bit.
Let's back up on that wolf. You have your what wolf and the other wolf?
I have the light.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, the light wolf, and I have the dark wolf. And I've been feeding the dark wolf just a little bit. And
why not feed both of them?
Yeah.
That balances them out when they're both not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Because here's
Absolutely.
the thing, darkness does not mean bad. I want everybody to know that darkness does not mean bad or evil.
Right.
The dark wolf is just scared, and when you love it, the fear actually falls away from the dark wolf, and then it can come back into balance, and between both of them, they illuminate themselves, and darkness completely falls away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And, you hit the nail on the head, because I do experience fear from time to time, even though I know better, where there's fear. I mean, love and fear cannot exist together. But, balancing out the light and the dark, I tend to think, you could experience both. You could live both.
When you're in fear and you understand that feeling that you have, it just doesn't feel good.
No.
That depression, despair, anxiety, the unknowingness and being afraid. It's all those feelings that that this is your dark side.
Yeah.
And it is fear. False evidence appearing real.
That's right.
You've got to keep on asking yourself, is this true?
Exactly.
Is this really true that's happening inside of me? Is this really true that's going on inside of my head? Is this truly what's happening? That's getting deep. That's where you start to heal.
Yeah.
And then once you recognize that you are telling yourself the truth, if you're bullshitting yourself, you're bullshitting yourself. I don't care who you are. Everybody has no.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to get away with that. I'm sorry. Because
because you're not living authentically.
You want and try to make the circumstances better. But if you're not speaking your truth, your body's going to show it through fear and through anxiety and through hate and through all kind of different negative emotions.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. You just got to know who you are and where you stand with yourself and what your truths are.
Wow. Both you and Reverend Jeremy, you hit it right on the head. And, I had actually spoken with one of my mentors, and she said, Dr. Marguerite Hansen at the College of Metaphysical Studies, amazing healer, amazing woman. She's a master healer.
Oh, I like to meet her.
Yeah. Got to bring you to the college to see her.
Nice.
She is amazing.
Bring her on radio.
Yeah, I really want to bring her on the radio. She's amazing. She's got that wonderful English accent. You just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful person. Very open-hearted, and she told me, she said, well, she can almost read my mind, and she can sense when things are not so right with me. Mm-hmm. And she goes, you're going to see parts of yourself that you're not going to like, but that's part of the healing process.
Right.
It's funny that, here, I seen her about 2 weeks ago, and then you and Jeremy had said, basically, the same thing. Mm-hmm. So there you go. I am healed. Thank you guys.
Love the bitch. Love the bitch.
I'm really not that bad.
You know what? So one of the things that we want to do, that me and a friend of mine want to do, is Rashmi and I have talked about this, and Virginia and I have talked about this. We literally want to do healings on air, just like this, and Sylvianne and I did it about a week or so ago.
Nice.
And it was powerful.
It is powerful.
It has to be done.
It has to be.
Well, I want it to be, but it has to be in my mind. Because
yeah.
It's one of those things that I truly do want to accomplish with my loved ones. But I want the masses to heal. I would love to feel and see and experience that. How's that manifesting?
Yeah.
And it feels so good to be in a healing. Whether you're receiving it or giving it, to me as a healer, I just love all aspects of it because everybody goes home feeling better.
Yeah, they do.
It's not the best.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah.
Do you want to get some details on these cards? What's our time like?
Oh, we still have about 34 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and
pull some from this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like this. This kind of looks like, these cards look like that big altar chalice with a moon over it. But it kind of reminds me in that Harry Potter movie where, it's one of the last ones where the Dumbledore is showing
Harry.
You know, there's like a big giant chalice full of water, and then he just
thoughts.
the thoughts.
Those thoughts, yes.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
So I'm trying to talk Justin into calling into the show. So if a 813 number calls in, it's Justin.
Okay, great. We'll put him right on.
Does he want a reading too?
Well, Justin.
Maybe maybe I don't know. I just told him to call in.
Spiritual strength. It's on your path to letting go.
Wow. Jeremy, you're not going to believe this card. It says letting go.
And it's a marker on her path, on this journey.
There you go.
Wow.
There you
The
go.
cards don't lie, folks.
They don't
lie.
I didn't pick them.
Wow, this is pretty amazing. So do I have one more card?
You have two more cards.
Two more cards? Okay.
The Raven. It's also upside down. It's on your recognition and rewards. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. You've got to be able to see those coming. By letting go, that's exactly what you're going to see on your path is your miracles. Because you're looking.
Yeah.
You're aware. You're awake.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I like that. My nephew talks like that. He's so cute.
It's cool.
The Merlin card on top of your upside down light card, and it's not upside down. Alchemy, justice, and what? Balance.
Oh, thank God. I needed balance so bad. See, I got to feed both the light wolf and the dark wolf, and it looks like Justin's here, so I'm going to put him on.
All right.
Last four digits, 6915. Hello, is this Justin?
Yep, it is.
Oh.
Hi,
hey, Justin.
how are you?
Excellent. How
How's
about
everyone
yourself?
doing?
Great.
I'm doing great. We're doing cards.
So I was just, guys, Justin is taking a dance class, and he is having a great time with it. And he was just telling me on Facebook how amazing it was. And I said he should call in.
A little bit ago.
So what'd you learn tonight, Justin?
Okay, so a lot of the stuff that we're studying in dance class, it's a lot of it is spirituality. A lot of it involves trust. A lot of it involves going through life blind, but at the same time knowing that you're going to be okay. Which is, all this stuff is like amazing to me because, of course, I've learned this all before, but you learn these things in life in different ways. I've learned these things through spiritual development groups. I've learned these things through artwork, and I've learned even in singing. I take a singing class as well, and a lot of it has to do with energy and feeling the moment. And even in dance class, it's the same. It's the same thing. It all connects, and it all comes back around. And it's really amazing to be able to feel all that and all these different art fields and different experiences. So I just wanted to tell Jeremy, and I wanted to tell you guys about that, because there's so many different ways. Just like there's so many different kind of spirituality backgrounds, there's so many different ways to experience all these things.
Isn't it cool?
It is.
Isn't it cool that we can live this life as being a human being and knowing that God's going to touch us one way or another to get our experiences
one way
out.
or another.
Yep, one way or another. That's right. When one tide comes in, there's another one that's going to follow it. So if you miss one opportunity, take the next one that comes along. It's an ebb and flow of the universe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And who would have known that a group, Sylvianne, who would have known, and Justin, and Susan, who would have known that a group of young people, because we're all young people, would grasp onto this and not just grasp it, but feel it and feel the flow of the universe. And, I mean, look at and Justin's literally experiencing the flow of the universe. And, I'm not a good dancer, but it was interesting because Justin and I were going to do a dance class together, and he's actually doing it now. And if you imagine how a dancer would move, they're going to move to the movement of the energy of their body, and there's trust that goes along with it. And if you just let go, then you're going to move to the music, and it's going to be, it's very interesting and just very powerful.
Yes, it is, and that's the way I feel when I'm doing healings and people are on the table. If there's music in the background, which is usually a very healing, loving music, through the power of the melody, I can get into that ebb and flow of the fingers moving across the body and trying to find the boo-boos. That's the simple way of putting it.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what happens, too. You can get into that. You can ground, connect, and balance yourself. You can go ahead and ask for the Holy Spirit to be there, be used as a vessel, and then just go with the flow of the music. It's beautiful. I love healing. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Makes me feel like I'm dancing. That's all I'm saying.
Just going with the flow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been dancing, Justin?
This was, let's see, I think this was actually our second class. Yeah, this was only our second class so far. And so far it's been incredible. And my legs, we started on Tuesday, today's Thursday. My legs, they've taken quite a beating, but it feels good overall.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of hurt.
It's a good hurt, huh?
Yeah.
Got that
It
dancing
is.
legs, they're starting to sting, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Getting a lot of exercise.
Well, I can't say that that's bad for you, because it's not. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how are you guys doing? How are you, Sylvianne? What's going on in your life?
I'm going to California tomorrow. Me and Fifi, we're heading over to California. I'll be back probably sometime on Wednesday. And it's a road trip we're taking, and it's going to be awesome, absolutely awesome. It's my first time driving across the country. So I
that's one of the few
it's
states.
just a little bit, things that you and Jeremy done.
Yeah. And California is one of the few states that we actually didn't stop in.
We probably should have. We probably should have, because we were only like 50 miles from the border.
Yeah.
Really?
But Jeremy's body was so tired, and Justin was sick, and I was in the beginnings of getting sick. We had gotten altitude sickness, and so he was like, "Can't we go?" I'm like, "No, I just can't do it. I can't drive another step." And we ended up staying in Nevada City, Nevada, just right by the Hoover Dam. And we had Justin, do you remember that hotel we stayed in?
The really sketchy, creepy one?
Yeah, the really, really sketchy, creepy one. And so we were both so not feeling good, and I was so tired. Now, the real sketchy, creepy one was in Wyoming, but this one was pretty sketchy, too.
So
we walk in the door.
Motel of Shame?
Well, no, that was in Wyoming. The base motel was in Wyoming. This one.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you about this one is the words "boom chicka wah wah" came when I walked in the door.
Oh,
and,
no.
Was that one with the hot tub?
That was the one with the hot tub. And then it was all 1970s decor with mirrors on the walls and the ceiling, and then the bed was this huge king size bed with padding on the back. And I looked at Justin and I said, "I'm so sorry." And he's like, "I'm too tired to worry about it."
Yeah, definitely.
It was funny.
I was in one of those boom checka wow wow motels too.
Yeah.
I think it was Connecticut, and I was selling.
Not when it smells.
I was in Connecticut, and I was selling furniture at the Costco stores, and tables and dining room chairs. And, oh my God, it was the first time I'd actually been in snow itself, and it's so funny. I don't even know if I should say it, but I'm going to anyway, because that's just who I am. I was in this room, and this couple came into the room next door, and they started getting at it.
Oh,
and I
no.
was thinking, oh, no. Oh, no. Wow. You know, and you heard the banging of the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like, get it over with
5,
already.
6, 7. Oh my God! It was only 7.
Wait. The bed only hit 7 times?
That's it! It was only
Is that it?
That was it!
7 times? I would have been like, why did we even get a room?
Exactly.
Why did we even get a room?
I'd be like,
Save that money.
right? I'd have been like, we could have done this in the car. We didn't have to waste time, you know.
We could have went out for ice cream or something.
Right? We could have just got ice cream. We didn't have to do anything. It was a waste of me taking my clothes off.
Here, let me just light the cigarette first.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny because I really thought I was in for a night. I thought it was going to be an all night long. Oh my God, I can't believe it's so loud evening, but no, poor thing. She only got it 7 times.
Hey, Sylvianne.
Yes.
Sylvianne, need I remind you of FPG?
Oh.
It only lasted 5 minutes.
It's a 5-minute man. Hey, sometimes we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
I know.
I'm telling you. Well, anyway.
Go ahead, tell me. Tell me, Teach.
I didn't say anything. I was just saying at least you had somebody to cuddle with. It was cold out that night. Remember how cold it was that night?
It was. It was 42 degrees outside.
Well, when we went up there, how cold was it? It was in the 30s, wasn't it?
I don't remember it being quite that cold, but I remember we had to wear jackets, and I remember I had the scarves. But I don't remember as cold as it was being. I just remember we stayed around the bonfire, so it was very much warmer over
Do you
there.
remember Louie and I dancing around that bonfire, too? It was the first time I'd ever, FPG, Florida Pagan Gathering, first time I'd ever been. It was a weekend. And he invited Mom and I out there. And Louie and I danced around the fire. We had so much fun. He had the cutest shorts on, and it was so cold.
Well, you know, those shorts were legendary because the following year when Justin and I were there, people were talking about him to us. They were like, there was this cute little boy here last year. He could just dance so much, and he was wearing these tight little shorts. And I was like, that was actually my friend. And I could not stop laughing about that. So, yeah, FPG. Yeah, we had really good times.
No harm.
I'm sorry.
No harm.
So, Justin, Sylvianne is giving out readings. Did you want a reading?
Absolutely.
Okay. That goes on that one.
Okay.
You go over here. I'll shuffle them again.
Which
We've
deck
totally
are we
taken
doing?
over Sue's show.
That's okay.
This is fun.
Hey, this is
what
fun.
life's all about. I'm telling you.
We're having a little celebration before Sylvianne goes on vacation. And that rhymes.
I'm always on celebrating time.
Yeah.
I love life. I really do. I see the happiness in all things.
Yeah.
I see the story and the lessons in all things as much as I want to see. And then when people bring it to my awareness that I'm not looking at it right, well, then I'll look at it a different way.
Yeah. But this is definitely a show where we can let our hair down. I'm usually very straight-laced and, just doing my own thing. And, it's nice to let my hair down and laugh again. So I needed that today. So thank you all.
You're welcome. That's what this house is all about. This is the Healing House of Sylvianne.
The Healing House of Sylvianne.
That's
That
right.
could be a really good show
That
title.
would be a great show, wouldn't it?
There you go.
It's called Snuggle Tuggle's House.
Snuggle Tuggle's House.
Hour. If I don't love you in an hour, you're not getting loved at all.
Yeah.
Okay, your first card is Trapped in Fear.
Okay.
Okay, and it has this man sitting on a cot in a jail cell with the jail closed behind him. His feet are up. He's in a sitting up fetal position, and his hand is on his head, and he's contemplating his sadness and his fear. There's a light up in the corner, which there's always a light in the corner because God's light is always there for you. But it's there's a story that's affecting this situation.
Uh-huh.
Okay? She's getting into it, huh? Okay.
I kind of went in a trance there for a second.
Yes, you did. Wow. Justin, are you okay? Because we got the conflict and defeat card. This same man who's just broken out of jail is running down the stairs crying towards light. That one little light that's in the corner is with conflict and defeat.
Okay.
All right, let's pull another one.
Okay. I didn't mean to laugh, but like the same guy that was trapped in jail got out.
He got out. He's no longer trapped. He's just running.
I broke free, girl. I'm breaking out.
He's breaking
out there.
That's so funny. Okay, the 16, the disruption card. Your whole body, every chakra is in blocks. There's blocks of the head, blocks of the heart, blocks of the solar plexus, blocks of the sacral chakra, blocks of the root. This man is completely blocked with inside of himself. It's the same fear and conflict and defeat and disruption, and it's upside down, so it means pay attention to this and what's going on. Let's get a few more cards because we've got to get to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yep. Same deck?
Uh-huh. It's your financial and material changes is upside down. So things are getting ready to change. Don't be afraid of this kind of change. You know as well as anybody that you've always been taken care of and things are going to pull through for you.
Okay.
Okay?
I got that. I just got a job, by the way, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, there you go.
So just before your job, you were probably feeling this way, anxieties, and okay, well that totally makes sense. Okay, good.
There you go.
Yep. The last card is material and spiritual prosperity. Yay! It turned out wonderful.
Woohoo!
All right.
Of course it turned out wonderful. It's Justin Duncan. Come on now.
Yes.
We love a child of God as he is.
I have to say that because that's always what Chase does. Chase is always like, Justin could take any article of clothing and make it look good, and we laugh because then like Chase said that, and like a day or two later, Justin puts my jacket on because he's cold, and of course it's like 9,000 times too big for him, and Chase is like, how does Justin do that? That jacket is like way too big for him, and he made it look good, and I'm like, it's really funny.
That's cute. Now, do you want to get some details on top of this?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see what trapped in fear is like. What's going on there, the emotions behind that. The Queen card is upside down. The Queen represents women, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Trapped in fear and the Queen. Feminine power. You shouldn't be afraid of your feminine power because it's a great power.
Okay. I got you there.
Uh-huh. And
I'm starting to oh girl.
Uh-huh.
Let's get it.
Uh-huh. Good.
I got my heels.
Uh-huh.
I got my heels.
You get your pantyhose on too, sweetheart, if you have to.
No, for real. This past week I got a pair of heels. They came to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. See? You're trapped in fear of your femininity. Don't do that at all. And your conflict and defeat card is on your path is your perception on the way that you're looking at this.
Yeah.
So make sure that you open your eyes and you're aware of what's truly happening around you. Okay.
I'm going to pick another card.
You just flipping. Disruption card is upside down, and also your letting go card is upside down. You've got to let go of this fear that you have on your femininity. You go ahead and do what you have to do to be you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Don't
There's a
fear what I
song
have
that-
to do to be me. Absolutely.
That's right. Don't fear to be you.
Remember that song by Bert Convy back in the 70s? I gotta be free. I gotta be me.
Yes,
That's
I remember it.
See.
No, he's too little. I mean, too young. I'm sorry, not little.
I don't know. I get things in songs sometimes.
I think we get a lot. We quiet and listen to the words of songs. We get messages from God.
Thank you,
totally
Sylvianne.
get that. Oh, you're welcome. We're not finished with you yet. She's still shuffling.
Okay.
I'm doing the Susie shuffle over here.
We're not done?
No, we got 2 more cards. The
Okay,
financial
okay.
material changes that are happening in your life, which is upside
Absolutely.
down. Okay, it's the death card is on top of that, but it's not upside down. It just means that you're out and transformed from this feeling of financial burden. And that's true because the next card is the movement, the material and spiritual prosperity. And this is our last card. Let's see what's on top of that. Partnership. Oh, it's upside down. So that's good. That's good. Your partnership.
So what does that mean?
Well, there's a partnership that's going to come along with your material and spiritual prosperity. It's on your path. Partnership. It's upside down.
All right.
Okay? Do it.
All right. That
Now,
sounds like it makes sense.
awesome. And I'm going to pick out a goddess card for you. Sekhmet.
Pick a what?
I'm picking a goddess card. A goddess card.
Oh, goddess card. Okay.
Right. Her name is Sekhmet. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Now let me read to you what Sekhmet means. I know, I love it. Yay. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You're the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real. Allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. Feminine.
Yeah.
That was just fucking amazing.
Yes.
Sorry, but that was. That was a damn good card reading. I got goosebumps.
Woohoo.
Now, Sekhmet, do you know about her?
Who?
Sekhmet?
Do you know about the goddess Sekhmet?
I do not.
This Egyptian sun goddess is a fiery protector who's married to the Egyptian deity Ta. Her name means strong and mighty. Sekhmet is connected with lions, symbolizing her fiercely protective nature, and sometimes appears with a lion's head and a human woman's body. Call upon Sekhmet to shore up your strength and power. So there
Awesome.
you go. That is awesome.
That is.
She'll be my protector.
Yep.
Yes.
It's spelled Sekhmet.
All right.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off. So.
Okay, thanks so much, Jeremy and Justin, for being on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you all so much. That reading was amazing, and I miss you, Sylvianne, and thank you so
I
much
miss
for letting
you
me on
too,
your show.
sweetheart. Okay, I want you to come.
Have a good night, okay?
Bye, guys. Bye.
Have
All
a
right,
good night,
bye-bye.
you guys.
Bye.
Many blessings.
Many blessings. Divine love, divine timing, divine plan.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful how
It is
about?
beautiful. This is just great.
And the right, I love giving card readings as much as I love giving healings because it does the same thing. It gets to the core of what's going on in your psyche.
Yeah.
And then what's going on in your body.
Yeah.
And that mind, body, spirit thing is just a beautiful triangle.
It's amazing. It really, it's all connected.
It sure is. Stacy came and gone.
Yes.
Did you see her heel over there? All that stuff. That was just beautiful, wasn't it?
It was. It was amazing.
Just her
just releasing.
and that's what it's about. She knows that she can come to my house and act like that.
You know,
Not
laughing is a great release.
She was acting bad, but she was really, truly, she releases her energy.
Yeah.
When she comes over here, you know, she deals with the mundane world. She doesn't have anybody to talk to except for people in the spiritual circle, you know, to help her out. And it's just beautiful that she can come over here and just have a few laughs and hang out and then go home.
Yeah.
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 It's funny.
So it was funny. Yeah.
Do you know she's my cousin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
She's awesome.
She is awesome, and she's very psychic too.
Very. And I think that's the problem, is that she's not working at it with anybody to build the energy as the ebb and flow of also our psyche. If we don't heal people, we're going to get stuck in our own energy.
Oh, yeah.
If we don't send it somewhere and send it creatively, we get stuck, and we can still get sick and be healers if we don't release our energy on an exchange of energy.
Yes.
It has to be flowing. I realize that if I keep my power to myself, because I can get into a very high vibration, just because it's whether it's the moon and the stars that are out, whatever's happening in the planets, or if it's just the fact that there's crap happening in the world, you know, the volcanoes and the earthquakes and the eruptions, all of that. Being an empath, I feel all of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
And if I don't know how to release it, then I get sick. Then my legs start to hurt.
Yeah.
My back starts to hurt.
You get aches
and pains. I get headaches.
Yep.
And all the pains come back.
Do you find you get pressure in your head too?
My ears will pop.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. And then when I realize I'm supposed to release, I will hear this ringing in my ear like a download.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's at that point that I stop and breathe, and I taught myself, okay, now ground connecting balance, literally. And you have to do it. I've taught myself to do it instantaneously, where it doesn't take 10 minutes to get into that meditative mode.
Yeah.
To know that I'm grounded and I'm going to be aware of my situations at the time. It's cool.
Yeah,
That's always cool.
It is. Well, it looks like we have about 6 minutes. So is there anything you want to impart on, anything you want to say to our listeners?
Well, I'll just reiterate the fact that on May 17th, we're celebrating Infinite Oneness with the Gathering of Healers and St. Pete here from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. And it's $20 for the admission. We're going to have 6 or 7 speakers.
Oh, is this going to be 7? Actually, 7's a divine number.
I know, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, see how it works out?
Yeah, that's just amazing. It's going to be at Sacred Lands, and I can't wait. It's just so exciting. It's so exciting. We'll have Elena Jones on. She can come and talk about it, too, let you know who she is. I'll have her on Be Goodness Over Doubt Radio. Actually, she was on this past Monday.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh. And I could set one up with you.
Yeah.
Or she's going to set one up with Jeremy, and they're going to talk about it. So we're just trying to get this one up and going, get the energy out there throughout the world. I want to see world people from all over the world.
Yeah.
I told Jeremy, I said, I don't know if I should say this out loud, because once you say it, it might happen.
Yeah.
I said, but if there's somebody who's catching a ride and don't have enough money to get a hotel room, I could put them on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, we can figure out. We could put them on the couch or something.
Yeah.
Get an inflatable bed or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It always happens. The love and the sharing and the charities that happen during the gatherings. It's just a beautiful thing, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. I really am.
Yeah, and it's a great feeling to be around all that wonderful energy and just, I'm sure you've been wanting that most of your life. I know with me, I grew up where I couldn't talk about these things. I couldn't talk about metaphysics or energy or what I see or hear. And now people are just celebrating all over, and there's books everywhere, TV shows.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
That Teresa Caputo, I cry every time she gives messages.
Oh, I know. She's amazing.
Well, so are you.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing with your gifts, too.
Thanks, and as well as you.
Yeah, we just got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, one person at a time, like I said before.
That's it. You know, we're all works in progress. You know, I'm not, you know, I feel like I've come a long way, but I still have, you know, I mean, we're all teachers and students anyway.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And it's not going to stop. We're not going to stop learning things as long as we're alive in these bodies. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll get to the point where we'll be smart enough to know God.
Yeah.
Because we will walk with Him in His path or her path, you know. But there's nothing that we can't learn. If God gives us the answers to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I remember asking simple little questions, and within a day or two, boom, somebody's having a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Or, boom, there's a commercial about that stuff.
Yeah.
Boom. It's like, oh, I was talking about this today, and somebody just goes, blah, 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 and gives you the answer. I used to go through the internet, and I used to say, okay, God, what do I want to learn today? And I would just type in a word on YouTube and just watch the very first video.
Yeah.
For me, that would be a sign from whatever God needed to talk to me about today.
And sure enough, you'd find it.
But to confirm it, the next one went right along with it. It's almost like pulling cards, but doing it YouTube style.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I don't know if anybody else plays with themselves that way.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Yes, I'm glad you specified that.
I did. Put yourself on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay, I'm a little dirty. I can't help it, too. I am. But I sure do have fun.
I know.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for letting me let my hair down, because I'm usually pretty straight-laced, and, you know, it was good to let loose for a day, so.
Good. Just one day. I hope you let loose for every day of your life.
I will. Eventually I'll get to that point, but I'm not there yet.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. I'm getting there.
I know.
Okay.
Help. No.
I will.
Be Goodness Over Doubt Radio is not on a schedule except for on Mondays from 10 until 12 on Blog Talk Radio. So Talks Blog Talk Radio. Absolutely.
And you can archive all of Sylvianne's interviews and healing sessions, and it's just a wonderful, fun-loving show. It cracks me up all the time.
Thanks. I crack myself up.
You crack me up. And once again, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. And 2 hours just went by really fast.
Really fast.
So I just want to wish you many blessings on your trip, both you and Reverend Fifi, and you know, lots of love and joy and prosperity and health, of course. And well, with that, I wish everybody a good night. I wish you a good night. I wish everybody a good night.
Be good. Be God Radio. Be goodness over doubt. Goodness to yourself. Be God. Be God to yourself. Be
That's
God
right.
to others.
Oh, and thank you, Jeremy, and Justin for calling.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good night, everybody. God bless.